It's a common sense recap of the big stories. It's Katz and Cosby on 77 WABC.
Well, we are back. And with us on the phone is one of the country's leading economists. I would say the number one economist is Larry Kudlow. And Larry, 4 days away from the election, what the heck is going to happen?
You know, I was very interested in your conversation with Karl Rove, who was a friend. And I think, John, that you hit the nail on the head. You know, the last couple of days, and you've seen this in recent days, Kamala's trying to smear Trump. It's trash talk, all these crazy names, calling him a fascist and Hitler and all the rest of it. It's not going to work. And I think if Mr. Trump stays where he's been on message, on the economy, I mean, $2 gasoline is exactly right. He's going to reopen the spigots and permitting reforms and leasing and LNG, and that will get these oil prices back down. That, in turn, will get the inflation rate permanently. Prices can actually fall, and that'll help get interest rates down the right way. Plus, he wants to cut taxes, and plus, he wants to take the regulatory chains off of business, especially small business. The whole Elon Musk stuff, where they want the Department of Government Efficiency, that's going to work. I mean, I know I'm involved in the transition. I'm talking to Howard Lutnick and many other people. Trump should stay on this economic message and on the border message. I think it's absolutely crucial. Don't take the bait. Don't get into trash talking. And he's going to pick up a tremendous coalition. You know, they did a poll. I know there's a million polls, but in Pennsylvania, they polled Trump with men, okay, in early October, he was plus 11. In the last day or two or three when the poll was taken, he's plus 20, okay? And that is because of the stuff he's doing. That's the McDonald's, that's the sitting in the garbage truck, going to the barber shops, and talking about how he'll reform the economy, close the border, and how much he loves America. These are powerful, powerful messages, and I think he's going to stay right there. The only other thing I want to say, John, the last big economic number came out today, the jobs number, and it was a dismal report. It's the worst report in 3 years. Last 2 months were revised lower. We lost 100,000 private sector jobs, 100,000. And there's now close to 14 million people who are either unemployed or marginally attached, so-called underemployed. And this was a dismal number, and I think Mr. Trump will put that number to work.
And right now, interest rates, the Fed tried to lower interest rates by half a point, and the markets cooperated for about 2-3 weeks, and then boom, they go up higher than ever. Mm-hmm. What does that mean? Does it mean that they can't sell the T-bills? Does it mean confidence one way or another, or incompetence one way or another?
Yeah, well, it has something to do with confidence. I agree with you, or a lack of confidence. Listen, the market, the bond market sold off 60, 65 basis points. Mortgage rates, a 30-year mortgage, Freddie Mac, has bounced back almost a full percent. It got as low as 6.25, and now it's trading around 7.25, which is a killer for the housing industry, which is already in recession. And one other point, the ISM manufacturing report, Institute of Supply Managers manufacturing report, it was terrible. You've been in a manufacturing recession now. The only thing that's rising is government. All right, government jobs went up 90,000, and government spending. I mean, look, as a share of GDP, we're running 7% deficits. It's unheard of in peacetime. So my point is the Fed has to be very careful here. I don't really think they can force feed the lower rates. What the Fed needs is an economic plan that says we're going to cut back on spending reduce deficits, okay? Otherwise, the risk, and I think this is the risk in the market, that the Fed will be forced to buy all the bonds that the government is selling.
And we're back where we started from.
That's right. Don't monetize these bonds. Yeah. And you're right. And the inflation rate is going to go back up. I think that's what you look at the price of gold. It's another indicator.
That's an indicator.
So you just can't force. You need fiscal leadership, and frankly, I think you need a new president to do it. That's what you have to do.
Larry, go ahead.
Here, the leading indicator, John, the best thing on the fiscal side is the emergence of Elon Musk as a Trump advisor. Now, he won't go into government, but he will be an advisor. He's got a lot of people working with him on this.
And by the way, breaking news, his mother just resigned from the Democratic Party.
Yeah, I know. She was here at Fox yesterday. I talked to her. By the way, she's a very classy woman. But I'm just saying the Elon Musk factor tells you that Mr. Trump is going to make good on his promises to get rid of agencies we don't need, to cut spending that's been obligated but not yet spent, and to trim that budget deficit way, way down. That's what you need. Musk is there working with Howard Lutnick and a whole lot of businessmen. I'm involved in this. I can't say anything more, but it is for real. And the Fed should wait for that, okay? Wait for that, and then they can gradually start taking rates down.
Larry Kudlow, I'll be listening to you on Saturday from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. And you have the greatest show we have on ABC on Saturdays. Thank you so much.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Much love.